there are two types of people living their best life, and this goes from anywhere around the world. There are those who live their best life at the expense of other people, and this is how a lot of people view tourists in a sense, not just here in Hawaii, but like they they feel like people, um, these kind of people only see other people deserve them. You know what I mean? That's one type of people. That's how people see tourists. But another type of person who does this is that it's not just through manipulation in a sense, where they they have their own selfish mindsets. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at right here. It's a selfish mindset where they'll screw anybody. They'll use anybody in a sense as well. Like um, one of my good friends. Um, we had coworkers who used them just to have free rent at their place and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or and eat their food, whatever. Yeah, they're. It's just that's those people will not last long here in Hawaii. The second on the right side right here is when people uplift others and bring positive energy, and they help other people live their best life. That's how they are able to live their best life. You know what I mean? You definitely want to be the second part on the right side right here. It's just you become an amazing person, man. And these people are unforgettable, man. You always remember them. They'll always be the best people you ever meet in Hawaii, and you want to be one too. You know what I mean? So yeah, you are gonna live your best life here, but to adapt, you might have to leave a lot of things back in the past, wherever you came from. You gotta leave it back there. You know what I mean? Like I said, my friend from Georgia, she brought over her mainland mentality, uh, kind of like where she's from, and it's not her fault. No one taught her how this. This is why I need to create this now, because it teaches people kind of like, oh hey, you gotta like adapt the different cultures here, and maybe leave your own culture behind. You gotta start new, start fresh. I met a lot of people when I was a Lyft driver. They lived their best life here. They transformed. Yeah, it's amazing. They found their path here. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So just leave it all behind. Oh, living here in Hawaii, there's a lot of stigmas in place right here. I'm gonna go down the line right here. That I have often heard that Hawaii is too small. That there are no opportunities in Hawaii. There are no good food in Hawaii. What? Hawaii is too expensive, and Hawaii is too boring. So I'm gonna go down the line right here. Okay, Hawaii is too small. First off, we got 8 islands, 9 if you're including Las Vegas. Woo! But check this out. Every island here has something the other islands don't have, yo. And I can guarantee you that most locals never been to all 8, let alone half that, 4 of them. And this is why people think Hawaii is too small. Because let's step back right here. There's a quote that says, "There are no small parts, only small minds." Oh, so often the people who say that say Hawaii is too small is because they only think so small. They only have small, tiny worlds. They only have small comfort zones. Where if you look at this map right here, there's so much of this, so much of the islands that you can explore. I can guarantee that. Uh, so Oahu itself, right here, has about 120 beaches. I can guarantee that not one person has been to all 120 beaches. There's over 200 hikes on Oahu alone, but I can guarantee not one person has done all 200. And there's so much more to see around the islands. Like Hawaii has Waimea Canyon, which is the most beautiful canyon in the world right here. They filmed a lot of movies like Pirates of the Caribbean there. There's a little cave area. Oh shoot, I didn't put a picture there, but we'll get to that later. You know what I mean? Down the line, there's more episodes coming out that are gonna talk about all of these other things that I dive in there. I'll talk about all the areas that to explore, all the good stuff, all my tips and tricks. You know what I mean? I've been a local here for a while, so I know a little bit about living here. But anyways, coming back to Hawaii, Hawaii. When people say Hawaii is too small, they're not thinking long term. They're not thinking big. Those two, you need those two right here, right there, because if you moved here for work, you know, you not only get to live every day on vacation. You know, that's what I've been doing. That's why I lived in all parts of a lot of parts of different parts of the mainland, but none of them can ever replace Hawaii. So I had to come back. You know, you can work here, you can live here, you can go to college here, you can raise a family here. You can do everything here in Hawaii, man. You love gaming, you know, you can do. That's why I have four. I'm building 4 YouTube channels because that's everything I love, man. Gaming, K-pop, motivation, you know, and the islands. Woo! Be on vacation, you know. All right, so check this out. Coming back to the other islands, you know, like Mauna Kea on the Big Island. Most locals have never been there. It is amazing, yo. You gotta go. If you're on the Big Island, you gotta go to Mauna Kea. At nighttime, you can sleep overnight. You can see the whole universe, man. I saw the Milky Way. I saw all the like Orion's Belt and all that stuff. Some people saw shooting stars. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing up there.